We continue learning Rabeinu Yona's incredible Sharei Teshuva. We're holding on page 552 in the Art School edition, as Rabeinu Yona is middle discussing the fourth group that will not be zeich, unfortunately, to greet the Shechina, those who speak Lashon Hara. And most importantly, we're middle of discussing how Lashon Hara is even worse than the Gimel Aveiros Chamuros. And we're in the middle of explaining how Lashon Hara is very difficult to do tshuva, as many people are hurt, and sometimes the victim doesn't even know, and he ended up by equating Lashon Hara to an arrow. That when you pull back that bow and you shoot the arrow, it could strike someone very far, and he doesn't even know who shot the arrow. So continues Rabeinu Yona on page 552. Va'id alina nachanim shalachet is another reason why Lashon Hara is like an arrow. Because if you draw your sword against your friend, the person pleads for his life. You're holding a sword to him. He starts crying and pleading, "Don't hurt me." What might happen? Yashiv Cherba Nadana. You'll put the sword back and you won't kill him. When you shoot the arrow, there's no moment that he could beg for his life. There's no moment for Rachmanas and compassion. You can't pull back that arrow. Once it's shot, it's going. So too, one who speaks Lashon Hara, once the words leave your mouth, you can no longer fix it. Upamim, and continues Rabeinu Yona. There are times there are times that one speaks about a family. You taint a family. You don't just taint one person. For generations and generations, the family gets a certain name. There are certain stories told that don't just stop right away. How could you have mechila forgiveness on this? Therefore teach Chazal. You can never get a kapara because it just goes and goes, and the avera perpetuates. One who unleashes his tongue, he speaks even about the Kedaishim, holy people that are no longer on this world. He speaks negatively about Talmidei Chachamim that are no longer. Because who is not affected by constantly speaking evil? If someone belittles Talmidei Chachamim, he gets the status of an apikairis, and he does not have a chilek, unfortunately, in Olam Haba. Continues Rabeinu Yona with a fifth and final reason why Lashon Hara is worse than the Gimel Averis Chamuris. Hachamishi. Ki Lashon Hara yavi es b'elav l'seises piv l'daber al Hashem toya. One who speaks Lashon Hara will bring a person to open his mouth and eventually speak falsehood about HaKadosh Baruch Hu Rachmana litzlan. As David HaMelech says, Shatu b'shamayim, they set their mouth against the heaven. Piyam v'lushenam ta'alich ba'aretz, their tongue struts on the world. Ve'im b'chol ha'averos, and there's none other averos sheyasig anshel la'inish ha'metiach tavarim. And there's nothing as terrible as one who casts negative words towards God, criticizing the creator of the world. Amar Rabbeinu teaches the Chazamim in Chayrichin, Eser nisyonis nisavoisenu. There were 10 tests that Hashem gave Klal Yisrael in the Midbar. One of them was what? The Eagle Azov. Ubekulam nitchatem gezar dinam. None of them was the punishment that they're going to have to die in the Midbar. Was their gezerah sealed? Shenemar emloy kasher dibartem ba'oznoi kines elochem. As the pasuk in Bamidbar says, surely I will do to you as you've spoken in my ears. And that's when Hashem made the shvuah saying, that you wearied Hashem with your words. That we see it was Lashon Hara that sealed their fate in the Midbar. So after telling us 5 different reasons that Lashon Hara is even worse than the Gimel Averos Chamurais, continues Rabeinu Yona quoting different issues with Lashon Hara. Says David HaMelech, U'lerasha Amar Lekim, to the Rasha says Hashem, Malachal Etzaper, Chukai Vatisa Brisi Alei Ficha. To the wicked, it says Hashem, to what end do you discuss my halachais? And how much is my bris upon you? Says Hashem, why are you learning Torah? Imra Isa Ganif. If you see a Ganif Atiretz Imai, and you agree with him, Viminafim, and you see adulterers, Chalkecha Picha, and that is your lot. Picha Shalachtecha Bera, you dispatched, you've sent out your mouth for evil. Teishev Achicha Tedaber, you sit and speak against your brothers. Hinei Lamad Tamisa. What do we see from these psukim in David HaMelech in Tehillim? Ki eina Torah magina al Baal Lashon Hara. We know Torah protects everything. Guess what? It doesn't protect for Lashon Hara. Val meshuma lignoi v'leinoif, or a person who regularly steals or commits adultery. So much so, Hashem says, why are you learning my Torah? How can such a thing be? Hashem to say he doesn't want our Torah. We know Torah is a Megan. Torah protects from wars, yes, but not he who speaks Lashon Hara. And as well, he who constantly is over in Arayis and over on Geneva. Amr Zechron the Bracha teaches Chazal, his great wisdom did not stand for him, did not protect him, because he spoke Lashon Hara. Umash, Amr Zechron the Bracha, now if you're going to ask, the Gemara inside to that says, Avira Mechaba Mitzvah, Vein Avira Mechaba Torah. Says the Gemara inside. And Avera could extinguish anything, but it's one thing it can't extinguish. The Torah will always stand and it can't be extinguished. So how can you tell me that Lashon Hara is not? Says Rabeinu Yona, Avera derech mikra amrukin. That's if a person succumbs. He sins. He has issues. Then the Torah will protect. But not someone who casts off the yoke. Someone who casts off the yoke, like he who speaks Lashon Hara, then even the Torah is not Megan.